Hi guys, it's Ray. Today I'm sharing 5 things I love about this minivan camper build. Grab the handle, pull it out.
From a microwave hidden in a box to a power station hidden in the trunk.
And this is a Blue Eddy AC200 Max.
And from a folding countertop to a folding sofa bed.
All you do is pull right there and let it go. It drops straight down to a bed.
These are 100% original DIY solutions I created to make car camping easier.
Pull it and then snaps into place. And then I lean it up. The fan pivots out of the way so I can pull this thing out, take it with me when I want to cook outside.
My last video was all about regrets. Today is all about the love. Number 1, my folding sofa bed. I love how compact this design is. Use locking drawer slides in the front.
That makes it a snap to go from bench to bed in just 2 seconds. Pull it, snaps into place.
Heavy-duty slides can hold up to 500 pounds, and this design hack gives you more legroom because you won't need extended support rails that can eat into your precious floor space.
The next cool feature is that I can drop this bench to bed mode with just one hand. All I do is pull right there and let it go. It drops straight down to a bed.
Tap the link in the description for a detailed video on how I made this sofa bed. I love that I'm 6'1", sitting on 6-inch thick cushions, and I still fit. I love that I have storage under the sofa.
Extend these baskets out all the way in this open space, and these are just tie wraps that I use to connect 2 baskets together so that I can use the entire depth back there under there.
And I love these next 2 tips that make it even better.
Make your seat board wider than your other panels, especially if you're tall or if you have long legs like I do. The more support you have under your legs when sitting, the more comfortable you'll be. In my first build, the panels were all the same size, and after about 15 minutes of sitting, my legs started hurting.
Instead of 4 same-size panels, make the seat board 20% wider. And here's a bonus tip.
Make a thinner cushion for your seat back, just for sitting up. So I usually just take this thick cushion, this is the one that's 6 inches, and I leave it back with the other cushions. And then I made this 4-inch one just for sitting up. And now I go all the way back and I'm much more comfortable.
Number 2, my folding countertop. When it's time to cook, the countertop is folded down and has plenty of room for an air fryer and a large camp stove.
So here you can get a better look at how it's made. It's one piece of countertop that I've cut right here, and I've got a piano hinge. I also have a couple of magnets mounted on that end and also right here, so that when I fold it over, it holds it tight, it doesn't come loose. Then I have another piano hinge on the back edge here, and that pivots forward, allows me to get it totally out of the way. The fan lifts up and it gets out of the way, and now I have plenty of room to do anything I want to do. Over on this side, you can see this toilet box. This is the exact height needed to support this side of the counter. And then over here, I have a 2x6 board sitting over here, and this supports the left side of the counter. Another kind of cool thing is this fan can stay up and out of the way like this, and then I have access to this mirror that I put in here in case I want to look pretty and brush my hair and look good for you guys. Anyway.
Number 3, my kitchen sink box.
I used a mixing bowl for the sink. I just drilled a hole and put a drain in it.
It lifts in and out for easy cleaning, and it slides right inside the gray water tank below. Here's a closer look at the 3-gallon water jugs I'm using. They weigh about 24 pounds when they're full. You can get these at any Walmart. The faucet is a USB rechargeable pump that's made to sit on top of a water jug in an office. I made a wooden mount for it, and then I run this blue hose down and around the back, where I use a quick connect adapter to the hose coming from inside the freshwater tank, and they just click together like this. Inside the freshwater tank, I have a filter connected to the end of the hose coming from the pump. It fits through the top of the jug and it just rests on the bottom. Now here's some pics from the cabinet build. Countertop's covered in a white stick-on tile. I installed a waterproof power outlet flush with the counter for my electric water kettle. And then I made the backsplash with 100 National Park stickers. I really love the pop of color and the inspiration I get from looking at them. The top of the backsplash has a ledge for a small TV. The wiring and the cables are attached on the back. On the left side of the box, I've got a remote switch for an inverter, and I have quick connect power ports for the TV and a Roku streaming player. I designed it this way so I can unplug the power and move the cabinet back if I want a passenger in the front seat, or I can even remove the sync module completely.
So here you can see the backsplash sits up pretty high, and it's got a sharp edge on it, which could be trouble in an accident if my head swings this way. So I added these hinged quick release shelf brackets, making it easy to fold down and out of the way when I'm driving. The cabinet has a slot here for a narrow trash can that has another secret trash can mounted behind it that I can access from the front to be used while driving. Under that, I've got storage for aluminum foil, wax paper, or whatever. And then over here, I have 3 pull-out drawers. The top 2 are for coffee. Up here, I've got coffee beans and that clever dripper thing, which I'll tell you more about later. It's pretty damn cool. So up here, I have a magnetic spice rack. And to keep these stuck on while I'm bouncing around, I put an extra little magnet there in the back to help hold it on tight and everything. And then underneath that, I've got some bottles here for olive oils and other things, and I made them out of plastic so they don't bounce around and break in van life, and they got little shock cords here, hold them in place. But the best thing is it's removable, so I can pull this thing out, take it with me when I want to cook outside.
Number 4, my hidden microwave.
I wanted a microwave in here, but I didn't want it out all the time, so I built a little box over here to keep it hidden. The front of the box has a little cabinet door on it, and it's on a hinge, but it also has little magnets, and that's how it stays up. But then when I roll it down, I wanted to be able to get it out easily, so I put a handle on here with this product called JB Weld, and then now I can just drag it, pull it right out. It rolls right out because I also put wheels on the bottom of it. I've got the microwave flipped over now so you can see the bottom, and I can show you how I did the wheels. But basically, I took these washers, these flat steel washers, and I used that same product, JB Weld, and in 4 places, I welded these washers onto them, and then after that dried, I took these tiny wheel casters, and I put them in the center of the washers. And the only thing you have to be careful of when you're lining these up is that these wheels are lined up with the sides of the microwave so that they roll perpendicular, flat, like this. And it just rolls in and out like it was made for it.
And number 5, my transforming table.
Do you recognize this? You may have seen it in my other videos. Inside the van.
When I'm done cooking at night, I put the air fryer and the stove on the shelf I made.
Outside the van.
I can take the shelf from inside and use it outside as a workbench.
Other side of the van, I've got that same shelf, but this time it's hooked on the passenger side. Back inside the van.
I use it to secure the sink, the compost bin, and the stove.
And out here away from the van, that same shelf makes for a great food prep table. It's a shelf, a workbench, a cooktop, a mounting base. I use this thing everywhere. Now for the fun part. Let's turn this shelf into a table. And for that, we need quick connect rails. You can get these aluminum support rails on Amazon. They come in pairs that lock together. One side is mounted in your rig, the other is mounted to the table, and it just slides over the top and locks into place. I call this a magic leg, but it's really just a monopod that photographers use to shoot their video and their photos. And the thing that makes this one so cool is that it has these quick release levers, and you can make it any size and lock it into position super quick. Now I'm going to hook this up on my side quick connect rail, and first I lean it up, get it snapped in there, and then I'm going to pivot it down there. Okay, I grab my monopod, slide it into that hole we made, and lock it down, and that's it. We now have a DIY shelf turned into a camper van table.
And here's a bonus. I love my portable power station.
In my 10 regrets video, I talked about what a hassle it was to have my first power station located in the trunk.
Just to turn it on and off, I had to get out of the car, walk to the back, swing open the cargo carrier, open the hatch, move the cushions out of the way. It was a whole ordeal.
But that was then, and this is now. Now I have an upgraded power station with a Bluetooth mobile app. And this is a game changer. And under here is the power station. This is a Blue Eddy AC200 Max. I've got my AC inputs that run up to the sink module. One runs to the cube on the countertop. One is hidden right now, and it runs on the left side over to the microwave. Then I have some USB cables. One is a 100-watt power delivery here, and this runs to my computer up through the left side. It's hidden. Then I have 2 USBs that run over to the right side that power either one of those phone chargers that I have. Then this is a DC plug that goes to my CPAP machine that has to run overnight. This is DC out. This is a 30 amp output that runs underneath everything up to the fuse panel.
This panel provides circuit protection for all my 12-volt stuff, like my fridge and freezer, the water pump for my shower, my awesome window fan, and my little TV. On the back side of the fuse panel, I have a 1,000-watt pure sine wave inverter that I use to charge the Blue Eddy when I'm driving or when I don't have enough sun for the solar. And just to be safe, I have a 200-amp inline circuit breaker between the inverter and the starter battery. Another great thing about the power station is that I can monitor and control it via Bluetooth app. I can easily see how much solar is coming in and how much power I'm using. And probably the best thing is that I don't have to go outside and around to the back when I want to turn the AC inverter on and off. I can do it all from the phone.
So that's it. That's 5 things I love about my minivan camper build. Until next time, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.